Welcome back to Inktober, day 26. I did a mole kind of entering a little worm city. I did change the position of the mole. I think this works a lot better. I love how you can see his nose so clearly. I also did change that worm that I just drew. I didn't like the way his face looked, so I did change it in the end, which it looks so much better. I decided to start putting roots and rocks around because I was just thinking how empty it looks and how the sketch, it looks like he's digging through the ground. I'm not the best at drawing underground, but I did try my best. I haven't really drawn rocks as much recently in the past few years, so bear with me, the rocks, they're just not rocking. I do love the way I did the mole. I did add little hairs to him later on, but even without the hairs, I think he looks so cute and I just love him. These roots, I'd never drawn roots before. It's pretty difficult, but I think they look pretty good too. I also had a lot of trouble drawing his nails. Like you see right here, like I'm watching myself draw them and they look very wonky, but that's okay because you can so see them later on. I think if I were to not color this piece, I would definitely add the hairs, but if I were to color it, I think next time I wouldn't add the hairs because I do love the plain look without all these little hair marks, but I still love the end product. I think it came out really good and I just love the worms. I love the mole. I love everything. It's top 10. Top 10 definitely. I kind of had difficulty trying to color it. It looked a little chunky. In the end, it was okay because it's dirt and rocks. I do change the color of the rocks later on so they kind of pop out and give a little texture to it, but this brown is very chunky. I at least tried to fix the top part, like the dirt, but it didn't really turn out as I hoped, so I just put a darker gray for it, but I did leave the bottom how is. To be very honest, I did want to color the mole brown, but there was already so much brown. I had to do like a purpley gray. So that's a con in my opinion, but what other color was I going to make the the dirt, you know? It has to be brown. I had a green, but I don't think green would have looked very good. It'd look like he's in a sewer. I'm glad I put a darker color for the rocks because they really didn't stand out at first, and I'm glad I added more detail to the rocks so it kind of gives it some life. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I have. I just love the mole and I love all the little worms running and stuff. I do have two favorite worms. I love the one where you see its gaping mouth open and the one just wiggling around. Because you know how earthworms, they just wiggle around when you try to pick them up. I think that's just so funny to me because he just panics, straight up panics, and I could just imagine him like flinging his body everywhere. Thank you again for watching. Please stay tuned for the next day of Inktober. Bye!